Okay. Why do older women love younger men? Oh, let's start with the first thing that comes to mind to me is there's a lot less baggage with a younger guy. And the relationship itself works really well because sometimes older women are not looking to for their next partner in life, and they want to just have some fun with someone who's young and has a joie de vivre, a reason to live. And so, a big reason that older women love younger men is because they don't have that extra like hardness and like anger, which sometimes MGTOW people do actually have towards women in general. So that's one of the reasons that older women do like the younger men. Contrary to popular belief, MGTOW, older women that love younger men are not usually going after their money either, because it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Most younger guys don't even have them, any disposable income, let alone ones that would be able to support any kind of woman. Anyway, so there are other reasons why. No obligations. They younger. I mean, we as older women, it's just nice to go out with someone that just wants to have fun. That you don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to want you to marry them or even be the next mother to their children or anything like that. And so, yeah, older women and younger men relationship works for those that are in that stage of their life. What more? Morning, beautiful. Where have you been, Paul? It's morning where you are. Okay, let's go through some of these. Oh, Brendan's been in withdrawal. Love older women, females. They show their poop instead of playing game. They show their shit, Arturo. I gotcha. So yeah, and older women also don't like to play games, and younger guys don't tend to play games with older women. So that's a good match as well. JB Claret. Hi, Karen. I would love what I love about older women is their motherly instincts. I love older women to smarten me up and straighten my life, straighten my tie. Would an older lady do that? Absolutely. Yes, older women do like to teach too and mold someone into the kind of lover they want and just, teach people in general about the meaning of life and have someone appreciate them for who they are and the wisdom that they've gained and the experience, etc. I was told drinking a young person's nectar will keep you looking younger. What's your opinion? Jermaine, what are you referring to? Let's see. You're beautiful. Google cooler right now, and I put you on myself. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Sorry, there's some typos here. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, let's see. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. There's a lot of questions on here. By the way, like the video if you're just joining me here. Let's see. Where have I been? Okay, so as I said before, I'm in Chicago. I normally live in Los Angeles. So I'm in Chicago right now because my father is sick. He's got cancer. So I came here to take care of him while he's trying to live his life. Let's see. Ari, that's no hemp leaf. That's right. This is not a hemp leaf. This is some sort of like I don't know. What do you guys all think that is? Like some sort of like a sun ray, the rays of the sun or whatever. A lot of older women like younger cats because many are in better shape compared to their counterparts. Rocky came up with another good reason that older women like younger men, and that is because, yes, it is nice to see someone who is in good shape and works out and it's turn on. So, hey, if you got it. And also a lot of older women do keep in good shape. They, they work out, they eat well and all that. So it just kind of works that that a younger guy that is in good shape would be attractive to her. Poodle Susan's here. Hey, Karen, your hair looks great. I have 2 online friends to see in Chicago. I think I'm going to plan to trip there and upload it to YouTube if you want to meet up. Sure, Susan, I would love to meet up. Rocky, a lot of older women like, oh, we already read that one. I want to know if 70-year-old wants to be with me. A 70-year-old woman might want to be with you. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the person. Looking at all the simps in this comment section giving compliments. Sullen MGTOW. Why does someone want to be sullen? Why do you want to be negative? Even if your screen name is Sullen MGTOW, it sounds so sad. Do you want to live a sad life or do you want to be happy? Maybe a woman will make you happy if you've just found the right one and be open to it instead of being so negative, calling yourself sullen MGTOW. La, la, da, 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 da. Jim, good afternoon, my friend, and I sure miss hearing you. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm back. I didn't mean to be gone for as long as I have, but it's been really rough going for me here. Are you a feminist, Karen? As if I don't already know. Apparently, you don't think feminism is a good thing, but yeah, hell yeah. I believe in equal pay. I don't know why it's crazy for me, but I do believe women should get equal pay for equal jobs. I do believe women should be treated equal. If that's a sin and if that's feminism, so be it. Thank you for thinking about me, Leanne. Have you put your pre-orders for the books? No pre-orders yet. I still haven't finished the book. I'm working on it. That's on the list as well. Poodle Susan says, I find younger men to be more optimistic. And again, as opposed to the sullen MGTOW, yeah, older women are attracted to this younger, like I said before, the joie de vivre, the more optimistic, the less negative and less set in their ways, more adventuresome. There's a ton of reasons why older women do love younger men. They may learn about new stuff like new music and things like that. I learned a lot about music from younger guys. I personally use the French President Macron as an example for dating older. Ha ha ha. Arturo, absolutely. I mean, come on. I mean, yeah. I really want to hook up with my 11th grade English teacher. Please help. All right, Ray, let's talk about your 11th grade English teacher. So I'm assuming you're over the age of 18, and I'm assuming you can find her somehow, wherever she is. I don't know, where she hangs out or whatever, but if you're both legal and you're both in a situation where you meet each other, why couldn't you talk to her and get to know her and ask her out? Let's see. Let's give it a little more information there, Ray. You dog. I know what you're doing. I know what you're going through. I was there for my dad. Keep up your chin up. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. I'm 16, Ray. Oh, wait till you're 18, okay? Because you're going to be too young and she can get in big trouble for hanging out with someone under the age of 18. Let's see. I'm fine. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, all right. I also like younger men because they are more willing to experiment sexually. Yes. Poodle Susan, she nailed that one. So yeah, I mean, again, back to older men being set in their ways sometimes. I mean, think about it. You've been married for a long time. You think you got it down. You think your wife is just like loving everything. And then you find out that you've been doing missionary position for the last 20, 30 years and she ain't into it anymore. So yeah, younger guys are much more experimental, but anybody can be taught anything. So I'm not giving up on older guys either. Do you believe a woman should submit to a man in a relationship or marriage as if I don't already know? Well, if you know all the answers, sullen MGTOW, why do you keep asking them? Let me answer that. Do you believe a woman should submit to a man in a relationship or marriage? Submit? What do you mean submit? No, of course not. What does that mean? Submit, is it like you want a woman to be subservient? No, why would I think a woman should be subservient? I should throw that on you. Do you think a man should be subservient? Let's see. I also like younger men because, okay, we already talked about that. They seem a little more naughty than older guys. Poodle Susan is talking about the younger guys. Going to a cougar bar in the next couple weeks. I'm going to be myself, liquid for who I am, and is that a good attitude? I'm going to be myself, a liquid for. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that was a typo. I am. Is that a good attitude to have? Is that what you would be like if you were still single? I think you're trying to say, are you trying to be just who you are? Yeah, you should definitely be who you are. Don't try to put on any airs. Streamer, I think you need to help me out a little bit more with that question. Let's see. You know very well what it means, sullen MGTOW. No, I don't know what submission means, if that's what you're getting at. I'm happy you're here, though, because if you speak for the MGTOWs, I would like to find out why the negativity? Why do you want to be negative about anything in life? I'm a very optimistic person. I mean, my father has stage 4 terminal cancer, and I'm still optimistic. So, no, I don't think you should spend any time in your life, MGTOW, being negative about women, wanting women to submit, or whatever you're trying to say. I don't know what you mean. My teacher's only 28. No, Rocky, you're too young to even think about going after your teacher. What are places you would typically find a cougar? Roderick. So I did several videos on where to find a cougar, and I'll be doing in my book, there'll be a whole chapter on it. Basically, anywhere that you think older women would want to hang out, whether it be a gym, whether it be a workplace. I shouldn't say whether it be a workplace. That's probably not the best place to find someone you want to date until you know that you don't want to work there anymore. No, I'm thinking more like, older piano bars. Where did I go there? Oh, I went to upscale steakhouse bar. It was all older women. It could have been like 90% older women. You would have it made if you guys that have just walk into upscale steakhouse that might have a nice cool bar. Whether or not you can afford to be there is irrelevant. Just get yourself a Coke. Just get a Sprite and put a lime in it, and it looks like you've got a fancy drink, and stay there all night and talk to older women, and you'll for sure find one that's going to be interested in you. Let's see. Cougars are very easy to find in Denver and other large cities. Jacob, yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on like where you're hanging out. I mean, if you're hanging out in frat bars, no. If you're hanging out in bars that are around like college campuses, probably no. It's going to be older. It's got to be an older crowd. So you can even Google like on Yelp or like Open Table, those kind of places, cougar bars or older women where, older demographics. And you're probably much more likely to find someone there than if you just like randomly go into like a neighborhood bar. Because I mean, you could really find older women anywhere. Just think where an older woman would want to hang out. Hotel bars are a really good place because a lot of people come in from out of town. They have nowhere to go. They just sit down at their hotel bar. They're really open to meeting new people. Here we go about MGTOW again. MGTOW is not about negativity. It's about awareness of the system and then reverting to a model of self-preservation. Why are you at war? Who are you at war with, sullen MGTOW? Why? Why wouldn't you just be open to finding the right person for you? If you haven't found that yet, keep looking. You will find somebody, but you can't be so negative because negative attracts negative people. And that's probably what's going on here. I would like you to open yourself and be positive. And you might find someone who's actually a nice person. And you'll say, hey, why am I sitting and wallowing in self-pity and negativity when I can be with someone positive? You're not at war with yourself. Lou, I've been with an older woman when I was 18 and she was 29. I miss it. Lou, go find some more older women to hang out with. Let's see. Poodle Susan, I believe cougars are everywhere. The gym, the grocery store, political groups, the library. Yeah, on any hobby, wine tasting, cooking, photography, music, any of them you're going to find older women are very interested in learning. Take any of those Groupon classes that I took, like improv classes. I took photography classes. I even took pole dancing classes. You might find older women in any of those kinds of classes. But I agree, like political groups or things that you're passionate about, you'll find people that are older and you might start talking to them as a friend and get to know them that way. Ryan, I've gotten along with older women very often due to my maturity. When I mention my age, it's somewhat surprised because I'm young, but makes me stand out because I know how to present myself. It's all exactly what Ryan just said. It is all a mental state of mind. So if you feel you're a mature individual and you're confident and walk up to people, then you're going to find someone who's going to be appreciative of that and be excited to see that someone actually is interested in what the older woman has to say. Another thing I think older women like about younger guys is they are genuinely interested. Whereas an older man sometimes is genuinely interested in just talking about himself. That's a key point. There's this bar that has bands on the weeks. I find it. I go there. There's some nice looking older ladies. Cool, Brendan. Go up and talk to them. Let's see. Diggs boy, women should not be allowed to vote. Diggs boy, it's such an irrational, stupid thing to say. Lou Tom, I see cougars at Walmart. A lot of cougars I see are Latinas. Okay, you never know. Like I said, they're everywhere. Streamer man, where else can you meet cougars 55 and up other than restaurants and cougar bars and grocery stores? Is there any place that you can recommend? You have a great day. No, I think we mentioned quite a few different places, especially places that have certain interests. Like I think there's a lot of women that are going to be interested in wine. So I would go to wine bars or wine tasting, things like that. Here we go with sullen MGTOW again. Nothing but deflection and denial as usual. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that means, sullen MGTOW. Deflection and denial about what? Lou Tom, yes, I'll find older women to hang out with. Okay. Jacob is not going to damn Walmart stores. Jermaine, soup kitchens and food pantries are a good place to find older women. Yeah, I suppose if you find older women who are willing to donate their time to help others, and that's something that's important to you, that's a good place to go to. Go, Jacob, if you like skanky clad cougars wearing bikini tops and jean shorts. Oh, man. Let's see. Sullen MGTOW. Women voting is societal suicide. It's scary that there are people out there like you, Sullen MGTOW, that just have such a negative, sad viewpoint about women. They think they shouldn't vote. I literally don't know what hole you crawled out of, but maybe you need to go change your attitude and you might find yourself a happier person and not so negative. Think about what you're saying. Poodle Susan, I think it's time for sullen MGTOW to go. It's well known that MGTOWs aren't going anywhere but up in the grill of women. If only the truly would go their own way far away. I actually like to hear from people in MGTOW because I have a feeling that if I somehow can get them to see the light, we can get a lot more happier people out there. And I really wish I could get them to just try to be positive instead of negative. It just never works out. Diggs boy, women make lousy drivers too. What is this? Like Bash Women channel? Roderick Singleton. It's funny you say steakhouse because a steakhouse just opened up not too long ago, and I live in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, and it's a lot of diversity, which gives me more variety. There you go. How about cougars at bingo hall or casino? Everywhere. Ryan says, plus if you can dance and a great sense of humor, which I have both, that really helps. That's right, Ryan. My usual first question in discussions with women are about their sense of humor and their interests and hobbies. Ryan, I could see where you have no problem finding older women that are going to appreciate someone who actually cares enough to ask about their sense of humor and their hobbies and their passions. And yeah, you're definitely getting an A+ in today's how to find an older woman questions. Poodle Susan, you don't mind hearing them until they get insulting. I just don't pay attention to people that are insulting. Let's see. Yeah. The Talk of Texas says, sullen MGTOW don't like women. That's all. SMH. That's right. Yeah, what are those gynophobes? What are you here for? Why? Because they like to start trouble. Why else would they be here? And they're bored. Because they're spending too much time hating and not enough time loving. This guy needs to go into the hole he crawled in one. And you can meet a girl and a nice older lady. I hope a girl gets what he deserves for mistreating women. Yes, he should definitely go back into his hole. Okay, Xavier Sullen is a bot. The elites who own these social media platforms create the bots to alter the world's perception. Psychological warfare at its finest. That's an interesting concept. Linda, I know it's everywhere. Solid MGTOW. Okay, then I challenge you to a Google Hangout debate about MGTOW, Karen. If you can present an intelligent argument, you'll accept. If you can't, then don't say anything else about MGTOW. I don't need to take you up on your challenge. You're on my turf right now, Solid MGTOW. I'm not on yours. If there's any time I don't feel like having you around, I can just block you, and then we don't have any more discussion. I'll let you stay for a little while longer and scramble around and try to be a troll. And if I get bored of their nonsense, I'll ask you to leave. I'm trying to help, though. I really am. I'm trying to have you see the light that there's no point of being negative. I don't care if you're talking about anything in life, just whether it be your career, whether it be your passions or anything. If you're negative, you're just going to always attract the negativity. If you want to be a negative person, then that's fine. Just go be negative. Charles, I knew Hillary wasn't going to be president. Here we go. I'm not going to go into Hillary Clinton still. Whatever, I don't want to hear any political discussion right now. This discussion is about love, relationships, and cougars. It's not about politics. We have enough of that stuff all over the news every day in my face, and it's frightening. We just can't seem to get away from it. But hopefully, look at Pete. Thank you, Pete Walsh. That is very sweet for donating $10 to our super chat today. Thank you, Pete. Very, very nice person here. Also patron. And if you guys want to join me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/KarenLee. And I can talk to you personally about anything that's on your mind. Pete, you want to ask a question or are you just being sweet? Let's see. This is not a free speech forum for maladjusted idiots. This is Karen Lee's floor. Bye. Thank you, Ari. What's the best site to get good older ladies? Website. I really think if you're talking about like a dating site or something like that, you're better off going to regular, plain old Match.com or those kind of places. Just put in your Tinder profile or whatever app you're on, just that you like older women. Don't put in that if you're looking at like cougars dating sites in particular, I haven't found any that just have enough women. They're mostly for men, unfortunately. Let's see. If you want me to leave, then I'll leave. All you have to do is say so. Solid MGTOW. I feel like a little like lion is playing with a mouse. If you want to, it's up to you. You want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, leave. Let's see. And Lou is saying if you want to go to Google Hangouts is where you meet fake people. I tried it and it's not worth it. What do you think of the unpopularity of the dental dam? Pete, that's a good question. The dental dam is something that I've never used, but I know that it's a good way to prevent diseases that you can get if you are performing oral sex on a woman. So I guess it's unpopular for whatever reasons, because you have this artificial thing that you're having down there. Like it's like a condom for vaginas. Is there a reason that you asked that, Pete? Xavier, the elites like when we fight with each other. Same reason they are artificially created racism, and now you see transgender warfare. I know you said no politics, but I'm saying that to say ignore. Look at that. Ari saying, Pete, you wild man. You like the lion with the mouse thing, Poodle Susan? Do you think race matters when it comes to picking up cougars? I do not. I don't think so. I think older women are pretty much open to anything. Let's see. Trust me, I'm no way near a rat. I'm as alpha can be. Solid MGTOW. Okay. Ryan, Karen, LOL, thanks. I do well, but sometimes it's tough. Like I give a lot, but I don't get the same. If you have any single friends or extra tips for me, what's your take on casual or FWE relationships? Okay. So friends with benefits, I think works perfectly for older women, younger men. I think that's a great combination. I did it for quite a time when I became single. It worked for me because I wasn't up for like having a long-term serious relationship because my husband had just passed away. So it works. If you get attached, it's obviously a very stressful, painful thing, and it can happen, and you can end up being, in a relationship with the older person, and it may work as well. If you aren't up, if you have like irreconcilable differences, like one of you wants to have a kid and one doesn't, that could be a problem. Let's see what I would. Do I have any single friends? I do have single friends, but none of them want to be fixed up with people they don't know. So I'm not going to be able to do that. That's not my thing. Let's. I do. Yeah. Extra tips. Extra tips will be found in my book if I ever get it published. I'm still working on it. I just haven't had a lot of time to do anything that my goals are lofty. Pete, I've read plenty of opinions from women that they can't obtain any real oral pleasure. Interesting. I would have to do more research on it, Pete, as far as like, yeah, I mean, if the clit is somehow affected and it can't be reached with the dental dam, then I would say that it's probably not going to be good. I know a guy who's 26 and lives with his girlfriend who's 76. Woo! That's a big age difference, but hey, anything can happen, anything can work. The broads on that show that talk are not cougars, they're dogs. Okay, what talk? And is that on YouTube or are you talking about it on regular TV? I like FWB if the friendship is really there. Yeah, so you have to have the friendship first. You can't be having sex with people you don't like. That doesn't tend to work. Yeah, if you guys remember, like the video right now and subscribe so you know the next time I'm on live. Normally I come on earlier, but today I snuck on even though I now going to be caught in a lot of traffic. Let's see. Sullen MGTOW, you're a little freak, lol. I'm looking at your profile. Poodle Susan. Okay, so Ari's saying, Sullen, you come across as an insecure and emotionally damaged. Stick around and learn. But you won't win any converts spouting negativity. Oh, Ari, I love you. That is exactly, you put it so eloquently there. Let's see. Javan, I like a live one. Hello, Karen. I enjoyed your content, babe. It currently gives me something to watch while training at Fort Gordon. What's the best way for a young soldier to attract an older woman? I think older women really like a guy in uniform, especially someone who's serving the country. So I think you're onto something there. I've interviewed someone named Jason Von Nola who's been in the military for at least, I think he's been overseas for over 10 years. And now he actually got married, but for a while he was doing very well with the ladies. So the best way to attract an older woman is just to be yourself and to be confident. Hey there, Tom. A lot of people saying hi to each other. Yep, we are all saying hi. Brendan, you're a firefighter. Yeah, women like guys in uniform. I'm okay, so I'm running up on that time, so I have to say goodbye to you all. Just don't forget to comment below here. Tell me what you want to talk about. If you want me to, I'll try to look into more dental dams. I want to thank Pete for being my super chatter today. I love you all. If you haven't joined me on Patreon, please do so. It's Patreon, patreon.com/KarenLee. If you didn't know, I have a podcast with my son called Sex Talk with My Mom. We're in production right now. We're looking at doing TV shows. We have a lot of stuff, fun stuff coming on. You might see me on TV. I will let you know more details later about that. But in the meantime, we have a podcast, and it's called Sex Talk with My Mom. I think you'll enjoy it. Let's see. Okay, smash that button now. Love you guys, and I will talk to you guys next time, as long as you put the subscribe button on. Subscribe. I'll see you then.